Hello everybody, I'm Thomas. Welcome back to another video. This time I'm back with a solo playthrough of Friday, the solo deck building survival game. So on my previous solo gaming Sunday stream, I played Robinson Crusoe on the channel finally, and then it felt pretty appropriate to follow that up with another game I haven't played on the channel yet, which is this one, Friday, where in this game you play as the character Friday and you're trying to help Robinson Crusoe leave your island and survive by going through this hazard deck, defeating different hazards on the island, and then hopefully in the end, defeating 2 different pirate ships. I will quickly say this game is kind of notoriously difficult, at least from what I've heard, and that is definitely my experience. I have not beaten it once. I've not even come close to beating it once. I've never even fought the pirates before. So this playthrough will probably not end well for Robinson, but we'll have to just see how it goes. But hopefully you'll at least get an idea of how the game plays, maybe not so much strategy tips in this video. So this is a deck building game, and you start with your own deck of cards that consists mainly of zeros, -1s, there's some 1s in there, there's also a 2 card, but overall not a great deck. I also start with a health pool here of, I believe it's like 20. You start with whatever amount is there, but you start with 2 that you don't have there, just kind of extra over there. And then this deck over here is the hazards deck, which has a bunch of different hazards on the island that you'll be having to try to complete. And then if you complete them, well, on the bottom half, you flip the card over, and then there's a card that could be added to your deck. So this is a strength 2 card that's just a weapon, or a lot of them have special abilities. This is a strength 2 vision card, but has the ability sort 3 cards. So the actual gameplay structure itself is pretty straightforward. Each round, you start by drawing 2 hazards, then choosing which one of these 2 you want to try to resolve. I'll pick this one, exploring the island. Each hazard has a couple of different things going on. There is this white area that has a number in it, and those are the number of free cards you can draw to try to resolve this hazard. Over here on the right, you see a number in green, yellow, and red. And these are the different threat levels on the island. We start out at threat level green. Once we get all the way through this hazard deck, then we'll move to threat level yellow, and then finally red. And then if we get through all of the hazards, threat level red, that's when you fight the pirates. And so you can see the hazards get more difficult over time. Kind of makes sense. So you get 2 free cards you get to draw for free. And then you'll put those off to the left here, which I'll just go ahead and draw 2. Now you don't have to draw all 2. Once you draw just 1, like in this case, I only need a value of 1. My first card I drew was a 1. So I don't need any more cards. I could just stop there and be happy with that. If you lose, let me keep drawing until okay, now I'm back down to 0 because I drew too many cards. You do have the option to, once you draw your free cards, you can spend life points. I could spend 2 life points to draw these 2 extra cards and put them over here. You wouldn't want to do this because I had already won, but I'm just showing you as an example of something you could do, I guess. If you lose against a card, then whatever the difference is, which my total value is 0, I needed a 1, so the difference is 1. I would lose 1 health point, but then I can choose to discard some of the cards that were used in this round. Each normal card costs 1 health point to discard. There are also these aging cards, which I'll talk about in a second. Those cost 2 health points to discard. So if I had an aging card out here, I couldn't discard it because I only got rid of 1 HP. So I can maybe get rid of this distracted card. That's a -1. That would make sense for a good card to get rid of. So your HP is used to help get rid of cards when you lose a hazard. And as I just kind of alluded to, you can also spend health to draw more cards to help you beat a hazard. And there's definitely a fine line in this game of knowing when to fight a hazard and try to complete it, or when you should just lose and not invest too much HP in drawing more cards, because you're gonna lose HP when you lose, and then you're gonna have to deal with that. So there's definitely a fair amount of strategy on using your health wisely in this game. But if you were to complete this hazard and get the required number on the side, then you add it to your deck, you flip it to the other side, and boom, you got a new card to add. If you didn't beat it, well, then it just goes back in the discard pile and you'll see it again at some point later. After you go through your entire deck of cards over here and it's empty, then you add one of these aging cards, which are just not good. They're usually really bad. So they could be anything from this one's just 0 and it makes your highest card 0, or this one's just straight up a -2. So there's, I think, like 10 cards total. The first 7 aren't as bad, and then the next like 3 are a lot worse. So these are bad. And then as you can see at the top right, there's a little 2 symbols there to show you that if you want to get rid of these, it's gonna cost you 2 HP to get rid of them. And yeah, once you run out of aging cards, if you have to draw another one, and that's one of the ways you can lose the game, is that Robinson just died of old age. The other main way is losing all your health points. And that's pretty much the gist of it. You draw 2 hazards, choose one to resolve, you either win against it or you lose, whether that was purposeful or not. And then you go through this deck till you get through the green zone. Then you go to the yellow level, then the red level, and then finally, if you manage to survive all of that, then you fight these 2 pirate ships at the top, one at a time. I'll kind of explain how the pirate ships work if/when I get to them, but you pretty much face them one at a time, and they work more or less like normal hazards. So this one, I draw 6 cards, and it has a strength of 20 that I need to try to defeat. Well, this one works a little bit different, and I essentially have to fight against all remaining hazard cards. So let's go ahead and get started drawing the first 2 cards. I have Exploring the Island or Exploring the Island. The 2 weapon would be pretty good, so I think I will go for that. I can draw 2 cards and I just need a strength of 1. First card is a weak card, no good, but my second card is a focus, which is enough to net me this weapon. So I add that to my deck. I'll just put my discard kind of next to here off screen, and we'll continue onwards and upwards. So wild animal or exploring the island. Well, right now, my deck does not have a lot of good cards in it, so I don't even think, even if I were to try, I could get this wild animal card. So I'm gonna go for exploring the island again, and we'll see if I'm able to do that, or I might just have to lose against that. First try, I am able to win against it, so I will definitely take that, add that to my deck. I need to start purposely losing some of these at some point, just so I can get rid of some of the negative cards in my deck. We have With the Raft to the Wreck or Further Exploring the Island. I'm gonna go with Further Exploring the Island. It's a little bit riskier. It needs 2 strength to beat, and I'm probably just gonna have to lose to this to get rid of some negative cards, but we'll see. First card I have is Eating, so I can exhaust that to gain 2 HP. Then my next card is just a weak card, and my last card is a -1. So I think I'm gonna spend 1 HP to draw 1 more card, even though I don't have really any chance to beat this. That's totally fine. That's actually kind of what I wanted to see, because I needed 2, my total is -1, so I lost by 3 points. So first I have to lose 3 HP. Now I can choose, you don't have to do this, but most of the time you're gonna want to, at least early on, is I can get rid of 3 HP worth of cards, which for these normal cards, that's just 3 normal cards. So I will get rid of this -1, this 0, and this other 0. Just throw them out of the game. They are gone. This card goes back in my deck. This card I did not get, so it goes in the discard pile. Next is either With the Raft to the Wreck or With the Raft to the Wreck. I'll go with this one that gives me life. I feel like that will probably be a little bit more handy. This one I only need to draw 1 card and only need strength of 0. So even though I drew my weak card, that is good enough for that. Next up, we have Wild Animals or Exploring the Island. I still have a lot of negative cards still. I'm gonna go with Exploring the Island, and then maybe I can get rid of some of those without losing too much HP. Well, I did just succeed with Focus, so maybe I'll just stop while I'm ahead and take this card, because that does give me +1 life, which will be handy to have at some point. Next, we have Further Exploring the Island or Raft to the Wreck. I'm gonna go with Exploring the Island again, because I have some negative cards that are gonna be coming up that I need to get rid of, like that one. Weak, I'm gonna draw 1 more just to see where that will put me. And that's a 2, so I'm still at -1. Or not at -1, I just 1, but I need 2. I'm at 1 below where I need to be. So I'm gonna lose an HP to draw at least 1 more card. Okay. Maybe I shouldn't have done that, because if I'm only losing by 1, then I could spend 1 HP and just discard this card and be done with it. I think I'll lose, but I at least got rid of another negative card, which is kind of my one of my intentions. Cannibals, that's a tough card to get. Further exploring the island, I will go for that right now. So let's see, that's a -1. Okay, first card. Next is weak. Yeah, I'll keep drawing, I guess. What's the worst that could happen? -2. Yikes. So that's a difference of 4. I'm gonna have to lose 4 HP. I mean, I could keep drawing. I'm gonna just stop there because essentially I can get rid of all these cards because they're not that great. And we'll get rid of that card and draw the next 2. Cannibals or with the Raft to the Wreck. Cannibals is tough because I really don't have any good cards in my deck right now, but I'm also gonna hit the end of my deck and then some of my good cards I just got will be shuffled back in. So maybe I'll take a bit of a risk and go for it. We'll see how it goes. So I gotta draw 5 cards. First one is weak. Next is a -1. That is the end of my deck, so I take one of these Asian cards without looking at it, shuffle it into my deck. Okay, so then I can draw 3 more cards for free. So let's see what my other options are. First one is food, so it's a 0, but I do get +1 life back, so I'll go ahead and do that. Next, it's 1, so I'm at a total strength of 0, and I need 5, so not looking too good right now because I can only draw 1 more card, and I definitely don't have a 5 card in here. Focused, okay. That's a little bit better to see. I'm gonna take a bit of a risk. I'm gonna spend an HP to draw another card. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have done that. Well, I'm already here. I'm gonna spend another one to draw another card. There we go, genius. That's kind of what I wanted to see. Because that gives me a total of 3. So that means I still lose by 2. I'm not gonna draw any more cards, but that means I can get rid of 2 cards, so I can at least get rid of my -1 and my 0. So that's kind of good, maybe. I don't know. Never beaten this game, so I don't really know if what I'm doing is the best option. Further exploring the island or exploring the island. I'm gonna go with further exploring the island. It's a little bit better of a card. I have 3 draws to get to 2. First card, I get right a 2 with my weapon, so I can just go ahead and stop there. Add that to my pile. 2 more cards. Wild animals or exploring the island. I kind of want to go with wild animals. It's a tough one to get, but I feel like the earlier I try to do this, the better, because it's only going to get harder. And yeah, my deck's going to get better, but I still haven't drawn my aging card either. So that has a double effect, which is pretty handy to have. Next, we get eating, so that's +2 life. Then third card is just weak, and fourth card is a -2. Well, right now I'm losing by 5, which is kind of a lot. So I'm gonna spend another HP to at least draw another card. That didn't really help me at all. I'm gonna spend another HP. I feel like I'm too far at this point, so I gotta keep going. Oh man, not good. I mean, at this point I should just stop because I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 5 points worth of stuff I can kind of get rid of. And that would be good. So I think that's what I'll do, even though I didn't use my double ability, but I can spend, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let me go ahead and get rid of that. My HP is draining so quickly, but then get rid of a lot of these bad cards. So maybe it's worth it. I don't know. Guess we'll find out. I definitely did not get that card. So on to the next. Raft to the Wreck. I'll go with this option. This has a phase -1, which does seem pretty good, but I'm gonna go with this just to get that +1 life. And there's 2 cards left. I do get some food, so I can exhaust that to get +1 life, and then that's all I need for that card. So we'll add that to my deck. Next one is further exploring the island or exploring the island. Let's go with further exploring the island. Let's take some more risks. It's not like, it's not like I'm about to die or anything. First card is focus, and then my deck's empty, so I gotta shuffle one of these cards in. And I get 2 more cards for free. Next one is scared, so highest card equals 0. So that means right now I have a total of 0. And I should probably just stop there, or else I think things are gonna get maybe worse. What is nice though is I am losing by 2, so I can spend 2 HP to get rid of my other aging card. And at least I won't have to deal with that again, but I am down to only 3 HP. But I do have a fair amount of cards that give me back HP, so Maybe it's not the worst thing in the world. I'm gonna go with Raft to the Wreck. Draw 1 card. That works. I can exhaust that to get food, and I only needed 0, so we're chilling. We're almost at the bottom of this hazard deck. Next, we have these 2 options. I'm gonna go with Further Exploring the Island. I'd rather take on harder ones now before we move into the yellow zone, and things are gonna get a lot more tricky. So let me draw. Well, I drew 2 there, kind of, but we'll go with it. I guess that's all I need. Okay, and I guess the 1 card I drew has the Destroy ability, so I can exhaust that to destroy this weak. I succeed, so add that to my deck, and then weak gets destroyed. And we're at the bottom of the hazard deck. So last 2 ones, I might try to go for wild animals. I don't know. My health is pretty low, so maybe I'll just go for exploring the island. I really don't want to risk it too much here. So first card, I get +2 life, so I will exhaust that to grab that, and I get 1 more free card. I just need a positive card, and I got Genius, so I will take that. All right, now that we're at the end of the hazard deck, on to the yellow threat level. Let me shuffle these real fast. All right, next 2 cards, wild animals or with the Raft to the Wreck. All right, blew through some of my better cards. I think I haven't been paying the best attention to the cards going into my deck, so I don't really know what I have left. Wild animals, though, I need 7 for. Let's give it a shot. What's the worst that could happen? So first I get that, which gives me +1 life, and that's 1 strength. Then I get 2, okay, but I do need 7 total, so this isn't looking 3, and then 4, 5. So I at least spend 1 card to maybe try to beat this. I don't get anything, but I do get some food, which I'll just spend to immediately draw another card. And I think that's good because that'll give me +1, and then I can double that. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 total. So I do get the wild animals card. All right, next hazards, either cannibals or with the Raft to the Wreck. Cannibals, that's a good one, but also, once again, pretty risky. I need 9 total. Let's give it a shot. My deck is empty, so I have to add another aging card and shuffle that in. Then I get 5 free cards to draw. First is a 1. Next is a 3, and I get to sort the top 3 cards of the deck. And so with the sort 3, I can also discard one of the cards I drew. So all these are looking real good. I'm already at 4. That'd be 5, 6, 7. So I guess I don't have to discard them, so I might as well. But this would be it, and that wouldn't. Well, yeah. I guess I'll keep all of them. I guess the order doesn't really matter. Yeah, we'll keep it as is. I'm not going to discard any because I want to get that extra life. So I'm at 4 total. That takes me to 5, and I get a life. Then we do still at 5 and another life. And then that's 6, 7. So I'm still too short to complete this card. So I'm going to spend an HP to try to draw some more cards. And there we go. There's a 2, which is all I needed. So I get this card. All right, next up, wild animals or exploring the island. I'm going to keep going for these trickier cards. I don't know. I don't want to leave them till when we get in the red zone because that'll be really difficult. So let's see how this goes. So first I get a 0, but I do get +2 health. Next it's only a 1. And it's a 1 and a double. And my final card is 0 and a -1 HP. Well, I'm definitely going to need to draw some more cards. Even with my double, I'm only at 3 total. And I need 7. I could take, I'm gonna at least want to have, I don't know if I'm gonna completely beat this, but I'd like to be at a little bit more than that. So I will get rid of 1 to try to get a little bit closer. Okay, I'm gonna discard 1 more. I think that's all I need is something like that. Well, that gets me a life back, which I'll immediately spend to just draw another card. And then this lets me get +2 cards. So first card is a 2. So if I double that, that's 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's all I need. So I guess I'm good there. Next hazards we have with the Rafter. Raft to the Wreck, I guess. I'm gonna go with the -1 phase card. That seems like one I kind of want. I only get one card, but I'm good there, so no worries there. Next hazard, cannibals or exploring the island. Cannibals is tempting to go for. I'll go for that card. Yeah, why not? Why not? So I'm going to draw my last card of the deck, which is a weapon. It's a good start. And then I need to shuffle in one of these aging cards. So I still get 4 more cards. Next is, dang, it's an experience card where I can draw +1 card if I need it. I don't know if I'll need it though. I'm already at 5 and I only need 9 total. Hungry, so that's -1 life. So I still get 2 more cards. Next one is focus. And then I at least want to get 1 more. Oh, so it's books, but then it's the phase -1. So if I use that, then I only need 5 total, which I definitely have. So I guess I'm good. I kind of wanted to lose that to get rid of the hungry, but yeah, I'll take a win. All right, next 2 hazards, further exploring the island, the raft to the wreck. I'm gonna go with further exploring the island. I get 3 cards to draw. First one is food, so I can exhaust that to get +1 life. Next is a weapon. That's 5 total, and I guess that's all I need. So another card added to my deck. Next up, we have exploring the island or further exploring the island. I'm gonna go with further exploring the island. See what I can do here. So focused, food, but that does give me +1 life. Then more food, so it's another +1 life. Those are my 3 cards I could draw this round. So I'm gonna sacrifice some HP to draw some more. And I draw equipment, so I can exhaust this to draw 2 cards without having to pay the HP. So that gets me 2, so I'm at with 3 total, and then I need just 2 more. Okay, that's not the worst in the world. I think I'm gonna stop there, because then I've lost because those cancel out, so I only have 2 against a 5. I have to lose 3 HP, and then I can get rid of some cards. So I can at least get rid of this distracted. I'm kind of tempted to get rid of the focus, but I don't think I want to. So I will hold on to that for now, but I do not get that hazard. Let's see what's next. Further exploring the island or exploring the island. Let's just keep going for the further explore, because I got some pretty good cards I haven't drawn yet. So there's the first one. I can destroy something with that. This lets me double. So with that, I don't really need to, well, I guess I do need to draw 1 more card because that's only 4 total. And eating gives me +2 life. So I can add that, and then I'm gonna get rid of one of those +2 lives to draw another card. And then that's all I need, because that's doubled. So that's 4 +1, 5. We are good there. All right, next few hazards. We're getting towards the bottom of the deck again. Wild animals or with the raft. I'm gonna go with wild animals because we're about to go into the red, and this is gonna get a lot more tricky when that happens. I'd rather try to deal with it now while I can. So, oops, I grabbed multiple cards there, but that's fine. That double's gonna be nice. So I essentially have 5 total, and I need 7. And yeah, with that is more than enough. So then next 2 hazards, further exploring the island or with a raft to the wreck. Let's go with further exploring. Deck is empty again, so let me shuffle in an aging card. Okay, so I need to get to 5. There's my first card with strength of 1. Next is some food, which doesn't give me any strength, but I do get some life back. My last card is another food, so I get some life back. I'll spend life to draw another card, and that's a 4, so I am good because I got 5. Final hazard is wild animals, and since there's only 1, I can choose whether I want to deal with it or not, and I think I do, because like I said, once I deal with this card, we're gonna go into the red zone, which means things are gonna get even more difficult. So let's try to deal with this early on. And look at that, first card I drew is books, which makes this only a 4 strength, which is kind of nice. Then I get vision, so I can sort the top 3 cards. Let's see what I got. So repeat, experience, and realization. Well, okay. I mean, I'm gonna put repeat on top, because that's all I need is just 1 more for 4 total, since we're in the green zone temporarily, and that's it for that card. And we're moving on to the final threat level midnight. No, I'm just joking. Threat level red, which there's not a whole lot of hazard cards left. So my deck of cards is actually doing pretty decent. Like this isn't going too bad. I don't want to jinx myself yet, but I'm kind of chugging along here. So let's see what the next hazard cards are. So I left a lot of these with the raft cards in the deck, which is kind of working out good now because now I only need a strength of 3. Let's see, I only get 1 draw though, and wow, who knew that was on the top of the deck? I did because I put it there. That is successful, so I guess I do get to add this to my deck. Let's see what's next. Exploring the island. Yeah, let's go with further exploring the island. I definitely want to leave a lot of the weaker hazards because of my pirate ship I also have to deal with at the end. So I get 3 cards. That's 2, 4, 5 total. I do get 1 free draw, so let me go ahead and do that. That gets me, what is that, 7 total? So I only need 1 more, so I'll spend an HP because I don't think I have really any zeros. Oh, I do have some zeros, but that doesn't matter because I was able to beat the hazard. All right, next up we have exploring the island or the raft. I'm going to keep all the raft ones in the deck for last. So I only get 2 cards, but I need to get to 6 total. First one is food, so I get some HP back. Next is equipment, so it's only 0 strength, but I do get to draw 2 more cards if I want, which I definitely will. Dang, that's a 4, so I'm only 1 away now. And let's see, oof, that's a -2, so that's 3 total, so I'm losing by 3. I think that's okay. I actually will just lose 3 HP just so I can lose that aging card, and then this goes back in the deck. Yeah, there's not too many hazards left. So next one's exploring the island or wreck to the raft. I'm going to keep exploring the island. I need 2 cards to get to 6. First one is a 2. Next is a 2. I'm going to go ahead and spend an HP to try to just complete this, and that's another 2. So that's all I needed. 3 more hazards left. So let's see what these are. Exploring the island or exploring the island. I'm gonna go with this one because the destroy ability might be a little bit better. I don't really know. I only get to draw 2 cards. First one is a 1. Next is a 2, but it does have the double ability. I'm gonna just spend only 1 HP. I don't plan on probably beating this, and that gives me 2 HP back. Well then, hold on. Maybe I still will spend 1 more HP to draw another card. Maybe I should have done that because now I lost another life. I was hoping I had something I could really double because now I only have 4 total, which I need 6, so I'm gonna lose 2 HP, leaving me with a whole whopping 1. And there's 1 card left in the deck, which is with the raft to the wreck. I don't want to face it, so I will put it there, and that's it for the hazards. And I guess we're just fighting these pirates. I've never gotten this far. This is kind of crazy. So I'm just gonna move these off to the side because I think I'm gonna need a little bit of space here. And I think I get to choose which one I want to start with. So I'm gonna start with the kind of normal one first, which is this one. I draw 6 cards and I need to get 20 total. My deck will be empty when I draw from those. So let me go ahead and shuffle in an aging card. And how it works with this pirate is you have to pretty much beat them. So if I don't have enough points to beat them, I can't just choose to lose and, you know, discard cards. I have to either beat them or essentially die trying. So I get 6 cards to draw. I need 20 strength total. Let's see what I get. So first is a 4. That's a great start. Next is a 2. Next we get is a 1. Okay, so what is that? 7 total. Not super confident. Food, which I will exhaust already for +1 life. Then we get a double. Love to see that. And then 1 more card I at least get for free is another double, which I believe I can use on the same card. It just can't be used on itself. Never mind. I just double checked. You cannot do that. But still, so I essentially have 4, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 total with both of these doubles being used. So 17 total. So all I need is 3, which there's definitely some cards in here that give me 3, but I only have 2 HP to do it. So let me get rid of 1. Hope I get like a 3. That's a phase -1, which doesn't help me. I can spend my last HP. I'm not dead yet, but if I have to spend one more after this, then I'll be dead. So heart of the cards, what can I draw? And it is a 3, which equals exactly 20. So this pirate, I guess, is defeated. That's pretty crazy. I guess I just have to fight this last pirate. Oh boy. Which this pirate is, I guess, a little bit of a weird one. I don't really know, but I have to fight against all remaining hazards. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 8 hazards total. According to the rules, you add up all the red hazard points of the remaining undefeated hazards in the discard pile, and then add up all the values in the white boxes, the number of free cards you can draw. So remember, right now I have 0 HP, so I guess I don't really put this off to the side. Let's see if I can, I don't know where the best place to put all these. So maybe I'll just kind of do it like this. Stack them on top of each other. And so let's see what I need to beat. So 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 24, 27, 33 is what it looks like. So 33 is the number to beat, but I get 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11 cards to draw. So let's draw 11 cards and see if I can get to, what was it, 33? It's a good start. So a 4. Next is Vision, which has the sort 3 cards, which I'll definitely use to see what my next 3 cards are. Looks like they're mainly just food and life. I might get rid of this because that's not really going to help me. It's kind of just a dead card. So those are the first 2 cards. Then we have, that's my 3rd, 4th, and I'll exhaust that just to go ahead and get me my life. 5th card is another 3. Oh, and that's another sort 3. So I'll go ahead and do that. And then my next one's there's another 0 with +1 food, which doesn't really seem that helpful. I'll put that back. Next card, I can destroy one if I want to, which at the moment I don't really want to. We have Genius 3, and then I can exchange one, which I don't think I'm really gonna do anything with that. Another 3, I can destroy one, which I don't really think I want to do. Another 2 and an exchange, and then finally a 1. So what does that add up to? So I got 4, 6, 8, 9, 12, 14, 16, 19, 22, 24, 25. Okay, well, maybe I'll use this exchange on this focused. So I'm down to 24, and I drew another focused, and I might just do that again because I have another exchange I could use. I believe I just do that and then draw that. And it's scared. It's an aging card, but luckily I can destroy that, so it doesn't affect me. But I only have 1 HP to try to defeat this pirate. I'll get rid of it. I don't think there's one card that's going to solve this. Well, that's a 0 with +2 eating, so this is destroyed, so I'll kind of get that out of there. So I can give me 2 HP back. Then I'll spend 1 to draw another card. That's a +2 with a +1 life, so then I'm going to spend that life immediately to draw another card, and that's +2 cards. So +2 cards, I draw experience, which is another 2, and a +1 card, and 0. So with these 2, I get another +3. I already exhausted this, and I'll go ahead and I guess exhaust that to draw 3 more cards. First one, it's hungry, so I do lose a life, and then I still have 2 more cards I can draw, but I gotta shuffle the deck and add another Asian card in. So I think these are my last kind of 2 cards. Well, for now, there's a 3 and another +1, and this gives me +1 food, so I'll put that there and then use the +1 to draw another card. I already used that, so I get to draw, it's probably my last card, and it's a double. I think at this point, this might be enough to actually do this, because if I double a 4, That could be pretty good. So let's do a quick count with my double to see where I'm at. So I'm at 8, 10, 12, 13, 16, 18, 20, 26, 28, 31, 32, 34, 36, 37. Did I win? Because I think I only need 33. I think that's my first win in this game because that is 37 total and I only needed 33. So this other pirate is defeated and Robinson Crusoe successfully escapes the island, I guess, and Friday is just left to relax in peace again. So that was Friday. Like I said at the beginning, this is a game I've never won. I've never even gotten to the pirate fights before. Granted, this is a game I've played a whole lot, maybe less than 5 full games total, but that's the first time I've actually gotten to the pirate fight and actually won, so that's pretty cool. Overall, I don't know how much of a fan I am of this game, because I hear it recommended so much in the solo space, and like it is a deck builder, but I don't know. It's not, I'm not gonna say it doesn't feel like a deck builder. I mean, you have a deck, you're building it throughout, adding cards or moving cards. I guess it feels kind of random, depending on the hazards you draw. Yeah, I don't know. This is a game that I've had for a while. I haven't really played on the channel because it's not one that I love. And, you know, it's not one I could ever beat before. Not that that really affects my enjoyment, but I mean, it is nice that I know that I can beat the game, at least on the easiest difficulty. There are harder difficulties. But it really felt like, I mean, I won here just because kind of luck. Like, I feel like, I mean, they're similar. I played previously and I feel like I played pretty similarly and just got wiped before I even got to like the red zone or something. So, I mean, it's great that I won, but at the same time, I don't know how deserved it feels, I guess. But yeah, overall, I don't know. I don't feel too strongly about this one. I definitely don't hate it. I don't love it. Yeah, I don't know. Because I mean, I like a good deck builder, but also like, I don't know. I have a weird thing with some of the deck builders I've played because I don't have too many. I have Dominion, and I think that's like the most classic deck builder. Like when I think deck builder, I think of, you know, Dominion and stuff like that. Like that's a deck builder for sure. I mean, I have like Attack on Titan, which is a deck building game. That definitely feels like more of a deck builder to me than this. And I like the theme in that because it's my favorite show ever. But that's also like brutally hard, especially like the solo mode in that is just, it's really hard. Imperium Legends I'll be honest, I know it's another highly rated deck builder. It's not one I really enjoyed all that much. I found like, it seemed like the rules were just kind of, once I learned them, it wasn't too bad, but there's like a lot of symbols, a lot of rules. It's cool that they have different civilizations that play differently, but I don't know. There's just something about it. It didn't really click with me. So maybe it's a thing with me with deck builders. I know there's a lot of other good deck builders out there. Aeon's End is another one that I've tried at least the digital version of, and that one I really bounced off of. I was like, I do not get this game. I mean, I was getting like the rules. I was playing through the tutorials. Like I understood how it played, but it really was one that didn't click with me. So maybe it's a thing with me and deck builders. But yeah, overall, glad I got a win. Had a good time here. I don't know how long Friday will stay in my collection though. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, a like would be greatly appreciated. And until next time, I'll see ya.